Alright you guys, so right now I'm trying to tap into my my return system. So yeah, that's where pressure comes in, fills the rail, and then comes back return this way. Yeah, that is coming from the fuel filter. You can just unplug the regulator and read readings like that. And I found it online. The regulator is on and it's working. It's about 34 psi of pressure, and if the regulator is unplugged, it's 43 psi of pressure. So I'm thinking, you know, I should get about the same reading on the line, maybe just a tad bit less, but we'll see. Yeah, this is just a kind of hassle job getting this line back off, and I don't think the line even likes it. And here is the other problem. It seems like this hose is like, you know, coming apart too as the other one. I don't know if it's because of the fuel drop on it. This, but yeah, the other ones, they like started like dry rotting kinda, and they like started like expanding. Thank God like they didn't burst on me or something when I'm driving. Alright you guys, so everything is connected. So I put the T on the line pretty much, and then I put everything on it as well. So I'm gonna try to see. Oh, then we get 36, 35, 34, something like that. That's about 43, so yes, we got about 34, 43, so I don't think there is anything wrong with the fuel system. Now I'm back to like a 35. You know, it's about good. It's 34, supposedly 34, so I got 35. So I don't think there is anything wrong with the fuel system. Well, I don't know if I'm gonna have to pull out the injectors from the car again and send them to RC to check them, but I wouldn't thinking the injectors is something else. Yo, what up you guys? Oh, back with another piece of craziness that goes into one of the videos. Well, today I had to service the daily, so what I did is applied my brakes because they started to get soft, and I didn't like it on the freeway, especially when someone hard brake in front of me. You know, I don't have a nice like firm pedal feel, so I bled the brakes. My nephew helped me with that, and then pretty much I just cleaned the rotors and cleaned my coilovers, BC Racing. I just wiped it up a little bit so it doesn't look that dirty. Yo, what up you guys? Well, back to another Maxima episode, which is pretty much I got closer to figure out why the car is acting up or why is it running maybe weird. I'm not sure if it's still gonna be the solution, but it's just another part on the car that I have to replace. But well, I need to smog the car to register it for the following year. And the thing is, time to time it got like an engine check light, so I just scanned it in and I got link codes. Pretty much if I scan the car in, there it is, make sure it's visible. Oh, I actually got a link code again. I haven't got an engine check light. That's the funny part. So even if I pull this out, see, I don't have an engine check light. I do have a lane code though. What it means is the car doesn't run. Because pretty much the lane codes, what they do is you have to measure your fuel trim, how is your exhaust gas is coming out, and then that's gonna feed back from the O2 sensors to your computer, and it adjusts the fuel air ratio. And this lane code is, it's enough to set a code in the system, but it's not lean enough, or not lean all the time enough for the check light to come on, because it's usually a certain percentage, like let's say 15%. If you run 15% leaner than the furthest measurement, you're gonna get an engine check light on and stop the beeping. But yeah, when I scanned it in, usually in the past 2 tries I had only the evaporation system blinking red, and right now of course everything is blinking red because it's running lean. Looked into, just don't want to drop my phone. I looked into you know, the exhaust system things on these cars, and they say usually you want to replace it like every 5 years, and I did own the car for 5 years. Mainly they say the canister, but I bought the purge as well with it, the purge valve. So we're gonna see if I'm gonna need to replace the purge valve as well or not. So right now what I'm gonna do, is I'm gonna go ahead and disconnect anything that's connected to the pump, or maybe anything that's in the way. I know I'm missing that piece that's supposed to come here, and I think it plugs in like a triangle. So next time if I go to the junkyard, I definitely keep an eye for that piece. You know, it's not the major thing. The only thing is I realize, you know, the connector could have get some water. I mean, definitely it's a sealed connector because it's an outside connector on the car, but you never know. Honestly, I don't even know if the GoPro recorded video or the time lapse, because I think it's a stupid feature of the GoPro that you cannot take these modes out, because only thing I use the camera for is video recording, meaning I don't use the time lapse or the picture feature because I just cut the picture out of the video. Actually, it is a very easy service. I got everything out in probably less than about 15 minutes. Well, the hoses were a little stuck on it, so that gave me a little challenge to pop those hoses off, but not too bad, you know. It's a different design than my old one. The old canister design was different than the new one. So let me show you. I mean, it's gonna work. It's the same thing. You guys, so the only difference is I got an OEM part and a Chinese part, because this is OEM, but this is some Chinese purge valve. But the difference is this one works this way, which I think is better with the rubber seal. If you plug it in, this one is more like a flat that goes onto this, meaning I would have made a mistake. This is the OEM part, I think. Yep, that's the OEM Nissan part. But the mistake is I would have got either one part. This wouldn't work with that style, and vice versa. So it's good probably if you get both of the parts, making sure, you know, it's the right part. Another thing is these connectors. There is a different I would say like a generation of Maxima, probably the 97 after March. Maybe that's why the intake didn't work as well, because that's the cut year. But who knows, whatever. Is you gotta make sure it's a 2-pin connector. Easiest way is just you look at the connector that's down there and pull it out and see if it's either a 6-pin or a 2-pin. That's the question they asked from me. But let me go ahead and start to assemble this thing. It's about to rain low-key, but hopefully not. I'm trying to finish it. So I pulled some pieces from it. I didn't record how rusty they were. I mean, they were not like horrible, but a little bit of rust. And another thing I saw is I don't know if you guys can hear this, and it's not the top of the thingy, but yeah, it's full of like some sort of stuff. I don't know if it's dust or sand or whatever it is, or it's from my car, but I took out all the pieces from here, so I pulled everything and started cleaning it out. and I'm about to put everything back, and I fixed a little bit the rust on my head, so it kind of looks like that. But maybe it was a little worse there, but you can see I have some rust, and that's the crazy thing. It's, you know, it's a California car, but it will still do that. So yeah, but I cleaned everything up as mostly I could. You know, those pieces I painted, the towing hook and that little breather, whatever they put on the side. So I think they already dry. And, even it does that, it pulls a little bit of paint, but that's fine. These gonna probably start rusting again, but it came out pretty nice. I mean, pretty shiny. I like shiny stuff. No, who doesn't like shiny stuff? So yeah, I'm about to go ahead and reassemble everything. I don't even know if I want to record it, but maybe we'll just give it a try.